All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to your sincere Akim out there pushing the truth across the four corners of earth. All right, I'm the brother Shaman of Great Millstone, Chicago. All right, it's just, here we are, in the midst of war, the so-called black, so-called Native American, so-called Latino people, in the midst of war, not just with Esau, and not just with Sleazy E, but the whole world. All right, and if you notice, man, our people's focus is the weakest that it's ever been, man. As far as focusing in on, honing in on what is the truth, what is the path. All right, and that's what these lessons are for, man, to keep your mind on the right path, keep you sharp, all right? Because here it is, it's supposed to be Black History Month, it's supposed to be the culture, all of that good stuff, but you don't see a celebration, right? You don't see people's spirits behind it, right? Because the spirits of our people have been broken, right? The spirits of our people have been broken, man. But that's where the good news comes. That's what the purpose of the gospel really is, and that's ultimately what's going to bring the light to this world. I just got a couple of scriptures. It's Jeremiah 6:16. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the good paths. Where is the good way? And walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls." But they said, we will not walk therein. All right? And that's big because, our people are looking for out. They're looking for escape. Okay, they're looking for that path that's going to take them, that like they say, road to riches, but we know, riches is more than just physical wealth, of course, but that's the path that our people are looking for, okay, that path to fame, that quick path to quick money, all right, and then we go about, things the wrong way without understanding, seeing, and processing things, all right, but the scriptures gives you a full breakdown on the path that we've been on, all right, and the path that man is going to go on, because ultimately you're either going to be part of the elect, the 1/3, or the 2/3 of the nations of Israel, all right? So there is no, there is no other path than that. You're either going to be saved and receive salvation, or you're going to be destroyed, all right? And that's an important thing because our people think that, the scriptures is just some fairy tale that they can, step outside, that's just the Bible. I'm farther than that. I'm outside. No, there is no outside of that. All right. That's why I said stand and ask where is the good way. All right, and we can see examples of what was going on and what was happening amongst our people when we were in that good way. All right, which coincidentally is the same things that are happening now. All right. It says, matter of fact, I'm gonna jump back up to verse 15. It said, "Were they ashamed when they committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall among them that fall. At the time that I visited them, they shall be cast down, saith the Lord." All right. And that's why it's important to seek that. All right, because that time is coming where many of our people are about to be cast down. They're about to take this chip. All right, they're about to partake in becoming that's ultimate servant, to the wicked, to Esau. All right, it said, "Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore they shall fall down among them that fall. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down." And that time of visitation is coming very short. All right, and it says specifically though, it said therefore they shall fall among them that fall, because ultimately the Lord is coming back for Esau, but like as we know, he's coming back for 2/3 of the nation of Israel as well. All right. "Also I have set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, but they said we would not hearken." There you go. And just like that, we're doing these videos, we're blowing this spiritual trumpet, trying to raise our people up, rouse our people up, give them a sense of pride and understanding in who they are. And they would not hearken to the sound of that trumpet. Right? that's why we're in the state that we're in, man. That the Lord, has to get rid of, majority of us in order for us to be able to receive salvation and come back to the true ways. All right, because all these different paths, all these different options, right? You got so many options and choice and this, but how many of those paths have led to, the prosperity and the peace that, people, seek for, search for? How many of those paths has led to, how many of those paths has led to Israel being able to walk off into the sunset? All right, sit on, sandy beaches, none of them. Even if you get rich, even if you hit the lotto or you invest in some good stock or whatever, guess what? At the end of the day, it's Esau's currency. So if his entire system falls or changes, you subject to that change. You subject to those payments, all right? At the end of the day, no matter how you play it, the earth is given to the hand of the wicked. You're going to be subject to Esau. All right, that's why the scriptures say, drink water out of thine own cistern, meaning, a cistern is a well, meaning, have your own culture, all right? And that notion is out there, but you got to choose the right one. All right, have your own culture, have your own traditions. And guess what? We've had them before, which were stripped and they were lost, or they, changed around, or, however way that they disappeared. But now here we have them again. All right, now this is John 13:17. It said, if you do these things, is this the one I want? This is Jeremiah 18:15. Because my people have forgotten me, they have burned incense to vanity, and they have caused them to stumble in their ways from the ancient paths, to walk in ways, in paths in a way not cast up, to make the land desolate and a perpetual hissing. Everyone that passeth thereby shall be astonished and wag his hand. I will scatter them as with an east wind before the enemy. I will show them the back and not the face in the day of their calamity. So the Most High said he's going to show you his back in the day of our calamity. And here we are in our calamity. All these different people can come here and have an advantage over us. And we built this place. We designed this, which, and, so-called black history, they kind of cover that. All right. But at the end of the day, you're not black. Right? Or, the Northern Kingdom version, they say, what do they say? First Nation Peoples Day or some variation of that. But you ain't, hey, we are the first, technically we are the first nation. Okay, but at the end of the day, we got to call it the right name. We're Israel. All right, we're the Israelites. We're the sons and sons of the living power. Okay, and the daughters too. All right, the daughters of Israel and the sons of the living power. All right, it says, then said they, come and let us devise devices against Jeremiah, for the law shall not perish from the priest, nor counsel from the wise, nor the word from the prophet. Come and let us smite him with the tongue, and let us not give heed to any of his words. And that's what you do when you listen to these videos and you ignore, or people walk past, they got something slick to say. Israel, they always got something slick to say, man. Here it is, we're in the same boat, but the Lord has given us the understanding of why we're in that boat. But Israel always got some slick stuff, they always talking out the side of their mouth. All right, here it is. We both in the slave quarters, right? But somehow, you just know so much. All right, and that's how people fooling themselves. All right, but at the end of the day, man, we know the elect is going to listen. The elect is going to be sealed, and the elect is going to have certain attributes. All right, I'm going to end it with this, man. This is John 13:17, because black history is not going to tell you that. All right, the same, MLK and Sojourner Truth and all those people, whatever. But they're not gonna. What message can those people give you in order for you to keep going? In order for you to understand the world around you? All right, in order to understand why you've been attacked, because that was, a lot of those people go back to, some of them go back to slavery, but a lot of people, those people go back to the 60s, all right, when they were really campaigning to try to take over our history and feed certain stuff into people nationwide. All right, because Esau knew, he knew they couldn't stop us, because they set up certain laws and they allowed us to do certain things. So they said, well, look, since we can't, stop them, you know what I'm saying? Since, like I said, they had to set up certain things and they gave certain, opportunities out to Jake. They said, well, look, we're gonna control, we're gonna manipulate. All right, we're gonna have certain leaders come up in the community, and we're gonna make sure that we co-sign them on a nationwide level. All right, and they did that in the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom as well. All right, and if you follow after, the ways of those different people, here's a little bit of crumbs. All right, but you see, with Joe Biden, he was talking to the so-called black leaders. You see what happened with that. He told them, and that this was what was on the clip. If you can find it, he said black people have ruined this country. In so many years, whites will be a minority in this country. All right, so, hey, and these are the people who have molded and shaped the leadership of so-called black people. All right, then he's going to go to so-called Latino, so-called Native American people, and he's probably going to say some same, little snide shit. All right, he's going to come in there, corny Edomite shit, corny Edomite jokes, and he's going to pull the same routine. All right, he's going in the ways of the enemy. All right, he said what? John 13:17. No, John 12:35. Then Yahushua said unto them, yet a little while is the light with you. Walk while ye have the light, lest darkness come upon you. For he that walketh in darkness knoweth not whither he goeth. All right. And we know Esau flipped that. See, that's talking about your skin. Nah, man, that's not talking about your skin. That's talking about your mind. All right. This is the light. Fuck black history. Our history is a history of light. Okay. The Most High is known as the Father of lights. It says, while ye have the light, believe in the light, that ye may be the children of light. That's us. We're the children of light. Okay? Yeah, we have different shades of brown, but guess what? We were made from the earth. That's how the Lord created us. It said, these things spake Yahushua and departed and did hide himself from them. All right, so we're supposed to be the children of light. All right, this is not black history, light history. All right, call Allah Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushua. Ba'Hashem Kadash. Lord willing, is edifying for you. Shalom.